Okay, how yous going? I'm just doing another review this morning on my filter testing. You may have seen my previous video on the uni filter, Australian made uni filter, and how I wasn't real keen on the design of it, getting it in and out of the air box, and also some people complained about the pre-filter coming off the end of it. I mean, I love the uni filter, don't get me wrong. I always used it in a lot of my bikes. I just think that particular design isn't the best. So anyway, what I've been trying out for Funnelweb is Funnelweb's, it's basically like a pre-filter. So you can see that after I rode all day and I stuck behind a lot of dust, that here basically goes in where your snorkel goes. So you basically take your snorkel out and it basically sits in there. So, sorry, I was probably moving the camera around a bit, but that's where it sits. The advantages of this is that it's easier to change. The only thing you got to do is just take the two bolts off to get your seat off to actually change it. So if you had two of them, you could use it as a good pre-filter. I mean, I know it's not that difficult changing the main filter on the bike. Now this works well if you don't have any modifications. Now I've put those little uni filter type mods in there, and I've put one in the lid, right? But you do get the small little foam filters to go in there, which I put on. So when I trialled it in the dust all day, the airbox was pretty much completely clean. There was maybe a small bit of dust in there, which is a lot different compared to when you got your snorkel in there. But that, I believe, came because a couple of these little filters that go in the small uni filter housing there, they sit in there like that. They actually came out on the ride. If they didn't come out on the ride, it would have been there. So if you don't have a modified airbox like that, all you've got to do is take your cut-off snorkel or your snorkel out and put the pre-filter. Now, I haven't noticed any difference in performance. I will get back to you about a further test I'm going to do with the snorkel in and out, going up a pretty steep hill. But riding the bike, I didn't notice any difference in performance. Now, I've also, this is the Twin Air filter cartridge system. I actually got some uni filter foam sheets and put the uni filter in there. I just think it works better. But as you can see from the ride I did, I haven't cleaned the filters yet. That tiny little bit of dust on there, and I said that I only believe that's due to those little uni filter things that came out. If they weren't there, that probably would have been perfectly clean. So the advantages of the Funnelweb is that you can easily change it by taking your seat on and off, just to change that without having to take your side cover off. It's a little bit harder if you've got steg pegs as well. And also, taking the side cover on and off all the time can actually strip out in the airbox. I've had one of mine's become a bit loose. I have been careful with it, so to take it in and out all the time is probably not the best. What you could even do if you were worried about performance, you could carry your small cut-off snorkel with you. When you're doing the road miles, you just stick it in. And then when you're doing the off-road miles, put your Funnelweb in if it's really dusty. So there's another way of doing it. I think it's fantastic. I rate it. I'm just doing this testing at the moment for Funnelweb on it. I think it's a great idea. I've always liked Funnelweb filters. They're really, really good. And you can see there that, you know, the dust on there, that's really, really, really done the job. All I did too is put just a little bit of grease around the bottom of it to seal it up against the airbox as well. Just a small amount of grease. Okay guys, I hope you've liked this review. I'm going to do a total review next on all the filters that I've tried. So that's the uni filter, Twin Air and Funnelweb. And obviously OME one. Okay. Thanks guys, hope this helps.